treated. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee deep. I'm like, oh, that you needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG. They gotta put my face on.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the New York Giants. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Here's Carter now on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's a give to Mixon.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. To throw again on 2nd down. Love. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Play action this time with Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
1st down, going to the air with Love. He's got this one completed to Mims. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. after the made field goal. Here's McPherson to send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He'll have a 1st down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Now it's 2nd and 9. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A 1st down carry for Barkley, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing Jones. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. It's a room to maneuver. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
From talking with defensive backs and their coaches over the years, they hate to see 4 guys in a route like this because the safeties are often occupied. It creates indecision. They're unsure about who goes with who. And the quarterback, he just reads the most vulnerable safety and takes advantage of it for a big play here.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Jones. Eluded, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ben Banagoo showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown Giants. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Second down at 7. Love looking to throw it. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the 1st.
Jones' throw here pulled in by Galladay.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Love now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Love.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. They run for it with Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 23. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On third down, Love.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, Jones. His throw incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's got room. There he goes, left side. 30. 10.
Do what we do.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out, and this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
Jones hit, and the ball's out. And the Bengals have recovered it.
So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation, because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, they can get away from pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
Mixon with a first down carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Love from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Timing is so important on a route like this, because it's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He finds Ross right side. It's complete.
And he will have a Giants 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
But you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 2nd and 10, Jones.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Josh Allen able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Flushed out right. got a man. It's Mims. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Here's Love. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon, and this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Again, it's Mixon. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Throwing. Love. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. O.J. Howard there to make the grab.
And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there into the hands of Ross.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive 1st down plays. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 44, Jones to the right and complete to Galladay. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Back to throw again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Jones throwing for it.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter and now can really take some time off the clock. Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
176 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A handoff to Mixon. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Once again, they run with Mixon. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Dexter Lawrence in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Jones. Wide open receiver, complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be a 2nd down. To throw is Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds the speedster Ross, and it's complete.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's to Galladay. What a catch. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. 2nd and goal from the 1. From the gun, Jones. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead will shrink to 6. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They'll run on 1st down. Nixon, and some room to run now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books.